on top of a combusting star, and we're floating on the lava on this thin crust with even thinner amount of atmosphere, and you for some reason think that you know. You can't believe how stupid you are. Stage 2, the politica. I need to look that up. I can't tell if it's ka or cha of the Vox Populi Party. One is the takeover. 2024 is too late. But I hate to break it to you, but you can actually get somebody on the ballot for free. The number of signatures that you need, if you're to spread the registration costs, you're talking maybe a penny or two a person. So if you have one person that pays like, hey, I'll donate, $5. Well, that's like 500 people he's taking care of. And you need like, 10,000 signatures, which when you consider the entire state, that's just minimal. I mean, Indianapolis years ago had almost 1 million people in it. So you're looking at 1% of one large city. So the numbers are out there. I think 48 of the states allow that. There's a couple of states where you have to pay a really large fee to get on there, and you might want to get some lawyers and attack that, because I don't think that should be allowed. I think we need to remove the money, especially nowadays with YouTube and going viral and things of that nature. And you can just create your own website that does nothing but shows everybody's political videos. All right, that's their commercials. They can post on there so they don't have to advertise anymore. So if they want to spend all their money on creating a commercial, say that's fine. But there won't be any more advertising budget, because you won't need one. There is no need for one. For the price of a server and the maintenance, seriously, there is no need for one. You can remove it. You can, but it can only come from you guys. It can't. If you're waiting for 50 people on the Hill to make decisions for millions, well, you're an idiot. Okay, the main candidate is going to deliver. They say 2 weeks and they leave. And the point of this is to show them, and it's to show people like we don't care. Okay, we our generation came home from working all for 30, 40 years, and we came home and our kids have burnt the house down, poisoned the lawn, and our parents, who were supposed to be babysitting the kids, have embezzled all the money, stolen our bank accounts, and the house is in foreclosure. And we come home to this, and we have to pay for everything and fix it all. If we have to pay for everything and fix it, we get to decide how to fix it, not you. Okay, so the VP is the actual real president of the United States. I would say like Keanu Reeves and Micro, somebody who has some star power and a little more down to earth, and just go in and just don't care. The Dilligaff, you just walk in and just go, no, I don't have to stay. I'm going to stay for 2 years. I'm not going to stay for the full 4. There's no re-election for me. I'm just going to stay, and then I'm going to leave. I'm going to move the agenda one stage forward and then leave. Okay. So how do you do all this in my game? Simple. Viral video. That's all you got to do is go viral. And let everybody know how to do it. And let them know that they can actually reclaim the country. Now, for a lot of you younger generation, I admire your enthusiasm, but you have no wisdom. So please don't think that you're the victims of standardized testing. You need to actually shut up and listen, and you might actually learn a few things. The 2-week thing is mainly the message, where you're just going to go through and you're going to let everybody know that here's what's going to happen. Whether you like it or not, this is what's going to happen. You either make it happen now, or the American people will start removing you one at a time until we have the president, the vice president, the different chains, the Speaker of the House, then start replacing the Department of Justice, replace the House of the Senate, the House of Representatives, replace them all until they realize that if you want control back And that's the hard part. We have to allow them to have their greed. So you're going to have some safeguards in place. So infrastructure can't be affected by economy. Education can't be affected by economy. Healthcare and retirement can't be affected. There is a way. So before you say, there is a way. We actually have multiple systems right now that can do this for absolutely the lowest cost you can ever possibly imagine. So it's already there. It's your fault that you don't want to see it. Yeah? They're making you think that it's not there. No, it's already there. We already have the structure. It's already there. Everything's already there. Replace the president. If you have pretty much the entire country is willingly to stand up and go, no, I'm part of the PvP and I'm voting against you, and that is my vote. So it's not even a private vote. You're letting people know, no, I'm voting against you. If 80% of the country is like, no, we voted against you, it's impossible for them to win. And if they do win, that's going to prove something. It's going to prove the absolute inefficiency of the Electoral College, which I think needs to be removed. It was a great idea when we lived by lanterns and didn't have electricity. Just like daylight savings time. That was a great idea when we didn't have electricity. But we're a 24-hour society now. We don't need the Electoral College, and we do not need daylight savings time. I don't like the Electoral College because it puts the importance on maybe 5 states. And it does. It just puts the importance on just a few states, and that's all you have to do is win those states, and you pretty much have a chance. And that's it. So all the other states are kind of like, well, screw you. That needs to go. Anybody who still supports the Electoral College after this is, well, you're an idiot. You're the reason why we're having these problems. And don't... God, in all the arguments, I've seen them all. I'm 56 freaking years old. I've seen them all. Many of you who are trying to argue against it are nowhere near my age, and I'm not even that old. So just shut up. Okay, decide, conviction of self, remove them from office. Now, until you do, in this scenario of my life game, until you do, this is your fault now. Okay? It's your fault. Either you live with it, or you're too much of a coward to do anything about it. That's my world. That's my life game. I view you as a coward. So if you're in my game, you're a coward. This is why I will never be the person to give the 2 weeks. I would have however many people can help. If you have 80% of the country, there's bound to be some smart people helping along. In-depth study of laws passed that favored corporations over citizens. What we're looking for is anything that actually bends and twists the constitutional protection of American citizens versus anything to do with money, corporations, taxes, whatever the case may be, industries, whatever the case may be. It needs to be separated. There's church, there's state, and there's financial. So the people need to be the state, and the financial and the church. The church needs to be kicked to the curb. The next president I hear that says something about God needs to be arrested. And now here's where I would actually make this a financial act of war. Okay, this is an actual emergency. This is the time to sit around and point fingers and and whine about what gender you think should be on a Bud Light can after an actor slaps somebody else, all because you didn't have your commercials. It's your own damn fault. For me, it's a financial act. Remember, this is just the life game. I have to repeat it so many times because so many people are stupid. And if you're nodding your head, congratulations. That means you understand exactly what I'm talking about. There are stupid people out there. Okay, financial state of emergency, the financial act of war. What has to be shown is the American way of life is in danger, so it's a clear and present danger. Once that can be proven, I hate to break you, that's not just a movie, guys. That's not just a movie. If we can show a clear and present danger to the American way of life, which is going to damage or hurt the Constitution, Declaration of Independence, and the Bill of Rights, then it's a financial military draft. So you either, stock markets can be frozen, trade prices will be locked, no one's going to lose any money, but you're going to be entered in a draft. And if you're one of the big corporations with a lot of money and a lot of tax loopholes, well, if your name gets drawn out, the only way you're going to stay in business is fork over the cash there, son. It's a financial act of war. We're in this problem because of you, so you are going to dig us out. The American people are not going to pay your bill any more. We will pay the bill that we want to pay. So infrastructure, education, healthcare, retirement. You either join us as an American citizen or be viewed as an enemy combatant. Start with a corporation be entered a draft. Draftee responsible paying their fair share of the debt incurred by the politicians they supported, and especially if we can tie your corporation to a politician to a law, you are on the hook. Period. There's no draft to it. You're on the hook. Corporations a long while ago wanted to declare that they have the rights of a citizen. Well, if that's the case, if they have the rights of the citizen, they have the duties of a citizen, which means they pay their fair share of taxes. So if you make 300% more than the average American, then you need to be paying 300% more of the taxes than the average American's paying. So it's going to be a relationship tax.